Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the 43rd episode of the podcast. And before we start, I want to wish everybody a happy new year and also wishing y'all all blessing and health. Hoping that, whatever happened in 2020 stays in 2020 and we bringing this new year, better and healthier and more goal driven. And before we start each episode, as usual, we usually have a special guest with us today, and I'd like to welcome him back for another episode.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Mark back for another episode of that interesting podcast with my dog Andy. Hey, it's been a long time though. We back in the building.
Since last summer, right?
Yeah, shit. Seems so far, but
Tell the people how you been. It's been a long time now. Now you back.
Yeah,
Tell us how you been.
Man, pandemic, going through different situations. A lot of L's this year, but we bounced back harder towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a pretty, decent year. You learn a lot of things. When it came to 2020, you learn how to appreciate life, appreciate the small things, get closer to your family, your loved ones, make sure you tell them you love them, all that good stuff. We lost some big time people this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people lost their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a lot of money.
Isn't it weird that the year of 2020, 10 years exact, like that all these things just started to happen all at once, bro. Like, come on, in 1 year, you just see a lot of bad things happening.
Yeah,
We can start with Kobe dying, and that was crazy, bro.
Not even basketball fans.
I can say that was like I can say that's the only celebrity that has died that I felt something. I was like, damn, I can't believe this. And to this day, I still can't believe he died.
Especially how he died. It was like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I ain't fly a helicopter since, and I'm probably not gonna fly a helicopter since, just because of that situation. Like, you gotta have so much anxiety hopping on a helicopter after that situation, because you just think about it and how much it hit.
Where were you when you heard the news?
I can't even remember, to be real. I was probably at the house though.
I remember.
Yeah,
bro,
I was in bed.
I was in bed. I was in bed. I
I
was flipping through Instagram, and they say Kobe died. I said that's got to be a hoax, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, nah,
I was
that's
like, how
not
they
real.
know? I'm like, how they know? Because they was talking about the helicopter accident. I'm like, how they
Yeah.
know it's Kobe? Like, how you find out?
I was like, that's not real,
Can't be real. It took a minute for me to
bro.
digest that.
I had to
take it in. A lot of research.
like 10, 20, 30 minutes. Every Instagram account was posting Kobe
Yeah.
died and this and that.
Boy, I can't even imagine going through that situation, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tough one, boy. 2020.
Yeah.
Wasn't playing fair.
I still can't believe that happened and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. But 2020 started off pretty decent though. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Because January and February was pretty good for me. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was living.
Mm-hmm.
Then in March, I went to a bachelor party. we went to Houston, teed up.
That was before the
This was
pandemic.
it was like right before though. Like, people was getting sick, but Houston was still open and doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I actually got a text from my job saying that the school closed.
Well, yeah, I think it hits everybody when the NBA was about to start their games.
Yeah.
And they close everything out in national TV.
Exactly.
That's when people be like, "Oh shoot, this thing is getting real."
Exactly.
That's when
We was thinking about, like, when we was in Houston, we was thinking like they might cancel our flight and we might have to stay here. We might have to drive back down. That's how quick it hit. Like, everything was like shutting down, like, left and right, and we were still in Houston, like, turning up, like. and I can't forget this, because a week later, I had a vacation booked,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I went on a vacation, like, the whole resort was empty. Everywhere was empty. So I was the only one out there, pretty much.
Damn.
So I was like, God, leash, man. It really just shut down in the blink of an eye. Everything just kind of like stopped. Everybody canceled their plans. And
So,
man,
so what was your initial reaction when you heard about COVID?
we ain't take it serious. You got to see it to believe it. Cause a lot of things come and go. We like, man, it's like a flu. It's like another flu or something like that. Like you can take a medicine and you get better within a week or whatever the case may be. But I mean, it got serious when they started shutting things down, quarantine. I'm like, dude, we ain't never had nothing this serious.
Yeah.
like quarantine. I ain't even heard that word before. Who made that word? They start coming up with different things you ain't never heard of before. Like quarantine, it got so famous.
Yeah, yeah.
It had to be the most used word this year. Like,
so how were you? How did you feel about quarantine? The whole country going to shut down, like.
I mean, I felt like it was a good thing. I mean, it was a great opportunity for everyone to press the restart button.
Yeah, I saw that too, but
get their ducks in a row.
Not everybody was prepared.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Based on their job.
Yeah.
Going and shut down. They didn't have any money saved and stuff like that. So I seen a lot of people running around worrying, grown people too.
Yeah. What?
Worrying like, where I'm going, like how I'm gonna feed my family, how I'm gonna pay the bills.
Exactly.
Everything's getting shut down. The government job website got crashed down because government help.
Assistance. Everybody looking for assistance.
Yeah, I heard people was waiting till 2-3 o'clock in the morning just to get in the website. That's how tough it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's something that was different though. Like you got to make people uncomfortable sometimes for them to grow. So a lot of people is either you took this advantage to kind of pout and try to scan your way through, or you just took this as an opportunity to grow and kind of expand yourself and like invest in yourself, which is what you feel me I did. You feel me? Read books. You got time to read books. You had time to do your research because everything kind of stopped for you to kind of catch up in a sense.
But you got to tell the people what you did before that in order for you to have the luxury to do that while you was in quarantine.
Yeah, because now you feel me, you already built a foundation. So I was been on like investing and all that stuff. So you kind of get the luxury to kind of like when everything stopped, everything is still on point for you. Like you can still do what you want to do even though the world stopped. So now I have a luxury to look at more things and do more research and to find new ways to, you feel me, expand my knowledge and stuff like that. So with the people who didn't prepare, you feel me, they rushing it, they jumping on everything that's hot. You feel me? Everybody think they could do this, do that. You feel me? And they go to rushing into things and just doing things out of desperation. And
exactly,
you feel me? You can't do things out of desperation.
My initial thought when we was going to quarantine and everything started changing, the only thing I see was, there's gonna be a major change throughout this year, and there's gonna be a lot of opportunity. You just got to know how to find it and how to look for it. Because at the end of the day, you can always find a positive in any negative situation.
Facts.
So at the same time, I was excited to see what was going to happen and also optimistic to see how I can make something happen throughout. When everything stopped, you actually get more time to reset yourself and see what's going on because the world just stopped, bro.
Exactly. Like everything stopped.
The world just stopped.
Nobody was going to work. Like,
now you got to see what's going to happen the next 10 years, how everything's going to be.
You got to forecast.
Like for say Zoom become the most popular software out there. People been using on and on. School, Zoom. Yeah.
We never thought about it. Like people always think when they got to meet, it got to be in person.
Yeah.
You got to meet me here. Like instead of just calling in on a Zoom call, like now, boy, they taking advantage of it to the max. Like it got point to now is like a bad thing in a sense because people are not in tune.
The one thing that quarantine, changed the most was the virtual world.
Yeah,
because everything's gonna be on the internet now.
Everything.
At the end of the day, when the world stopped, the internet's still flowing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can still
Mm-hmm.
connect. You can still do some work. You got to try to find a way to get inside the,
And
the
everyone's
virtual
trying
technology
to.
world.
Everybody's trying to start up a business. Everybody's trying to start a podcast.
Oh yeah, that too.
like,
There was a lot of podcasts,
getting,
a lot,
everything was
because
getting
everybody was at
saturated.
home. There was nothing to do.
Nothing.
What else can you do?
Exactly.
You at home, might as well just start something to talk about.
Yeah. People were just having pointless Zoom conversations. People started going on live and making it a thing.
What
like, on
live?
IG
IG Live become major.
Exactly. It kicked off that versus thing.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like I said, 2020 was a bad year, but a good year because you feel me, expanded people's horizon and really made us think outside the box and be creative and different.
Yeah. That's the one thing I was looking forward to. How it forces people to think more outside of the box and see what else they can do, and stretch out, and be more versatile. In a way.
Exactly.
So when you be more versatile, when a lot of people trying to think outside the box, guess what? More opportunities is being created. So when things get back to normal, there's gonna be more jobs,
a lot of
more ways to do certain things now. Because now we went through something, and we prep ourselves. Next time it happen, we'll be better and ready for it.
Exactly. That's why I think 2021 is gonna be a good year. I got a good feeling about it.
We'll see. I think 2021 is gonna be more, like I said, the software technology stuff like that. It's gonna be a strong year for that.
Because after every storm, man, the sun come out.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me? Yeah. The sun come out and greater days come through. Greater days.
And then again, I would say it's a blessing if you listen to this podcast and you made it to 2021.
Exactly.
It's a blessing.
Exactly.
A lot of people died last year. A lot.
Too much.
And for you to still be alive and still listening and still have something going on, you gotta take that as a blessing.
Exactly.
Because not everybody had the chance, to get where you at.
Yeah, that's what 2020 pretty much did, man, for me, man. It kind of made me put life in a different perspective as far as, like, enjoying the moment, like the present moment. Stop looking into the future because you never know what's going to happen. Like, because we never envisioned this to happen. Nobody had this planned out, like, all right, this is going to happen in 2020. I mean, The Simpsons had it. But other than that.
It's weird.
Other than that, we kind of like, nobody thought it would happen. So it's like, you can't, everybody be focusing on the future so much, they get lost in the present. Just stay focused in the present. Like, soak it in, man. Enjoy the memories, man. Make memories, man. At the end of the day, people be too trying to predict the future and trying to plan their future, man. You never know what's going to happen, man. We got to really stay focused on the current situation.
Yeah. And one of the other things, too, I would say is, man, you got to be healthy, man. Because with that coronavirus thing, the more weight you had on your body, it'll be the harder for you because it'll attack the lungs and stuff.
Yeah.
So being
system,
healthy
man,
is one of the major things that you got to think about when it comes to going into 2021.
Health is wealth.
Trying to exercise at least, 2-3 times a week,
At least.
Yeah.
At
trying
least.
to break the bad habits, man. Just
cut
trying
back
to
on
hit
the fried chicken.
Yeah.
Man. Please.
Yeah.
Cut back on that.
Because the COVID-19 taught us like you got to be healthy. Because the healthy one was the one that that had the symptoms, but they never had any symptoms. They had the virus, but no symptoms.
Exactly.
So that's got to be one of the major things I'll say going into 2021. And also, I want to talk about the stock market crashing and stuff.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have went in March. I'm looking back like, oh man, I missed out on the opportunity. But there's always opportunities to come. But that was a major opportunity. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was scared at that point. Like when it crashed, I was kind of scared a little bit because you ain't never know where it was gonna go. Like, because it's the first time everything shut down, so you didn't know what was gonna happen. The companies, could have, you feel me, shut down completely.
That is true. Also,
which was some that did hurt.
Yeah, a lot. Hertz got hurt, but like I say, like I was gonna say, bro. When the stock crash, I remember calling you, talking to you about it. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get into it. As soon as I talk to you about it, the next week, I start doing my research.
Yeah.
You know, when it going into the pandemic, you could tell the company that would be, you know, mostly beneficial and will grow throughout the pandemic because everything will be shut down.
Yeah.
And you know, people gonna need essential. And second of all, you're gonna have a biotech company, pharmaceutical company working on the vaccine.
Yep.
Because the stock market crashed, the economy stopped. So you know the government gonna be pressuring those companies to go work on the vaccine to get it done as soon as possible,
So they can open everything.
so they can open everything back up. So those were my main target going in, you know, into the stock market and stuff like that.
Man. I was like, man, I'm good.
but there was, bruh.
The tech was where it was at.
Tech grew too.
Because you already knew, like, everybody was gonna watch Netflix. They was gonna kill Netflix.
Oh yeah. That also, I was telling my cousin about that too.
Zoom,
the
Cash Apps of the world, like Square, like those ones you knew was gonna start booming because the world is going, everything's going technical, everything's going tech, like. So we was like, all right, we're gonna plot on Apple. We're gonna go all the tech company, Amazon, Tesla. Like these are companies like
bro,
it's gonna take advantage of this opportunity. Cause
Tesla went crazy.
Went crazy.
And the thing is when you look back like 3-4 months ago when they start going up, 3-4 months into quarantine pandemic, you see how much Tesla was and how it is right now. Be like, damn.
I should have put my whole bank account in that. I should have just, went for the gusto, man.
Yeah.
Put the house on it, man. Put your house on it, man.
Well, only if we knew, man.
Only if we knew, man. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a risk at the end of the day.
So stock market crashed. You know, everybody's in quarantine. Then, bam, something happened in Minnesota with that George Floyd situation.
Oh yeah.
The Black Lives Matter thing. And people was out there rioting and stuff, and it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy,
bro. And I was following
about that like that.
I was following everything, like I was on social media.
Everyone was at home.
Everyone. I was on it, especially when something happened. You know, something just got burned. Breaking news. They ran over somebody. Somebody got shot and all that stuff. You know, I was on it and. Like everywhere on social media.
So how you felt about the riot? And like, what is your side on looting and
bro, looting?
And
I'll say that, bro. Like, you know, when it comes to racial tension in this country, people have always been looting, and nothing has ever changed, bro. So, you know, in a sense, you know, people get angry, they just go straight to looting.
Yeah,
and I think, they need to find something that's better than looting. Instead of it, you know, the way I see it, instead of going out there looting, maybe everybody should start pointing out the mistake inside the system. You know, vote. You know, put in the right people in the right position to change certain, you know, environment, culture, and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's deeper. That's way deeper than looting, bro. Like, you know, when it comes to the culture. The culture of certain type of system, the way it was, you know, when people goes through that, you know, you become throwing someone in there and, you know, they're going to come back doing the same thing that, you know, based on the culture that they had there, that person most likely will be how most people in there is. So
and they'll have a connection, like some type of connection. I feel like, man, you got to have a plan in place. After the looting. Like, I mean, it's cool to loot. I mean, to get everyone's attention or whatever the case may be, because that's all really what it's doing.
If we talk about looting and insurance, bro, I truly think there's some people out there they sent out to loot their store intentionally just to get some money.
During this time, like that, especially during this time, like they definitely set that up to make up to get that, losses
all the losses. Go ahead, burn everything. We got insurance.
Don't worry, this is better.
It's way easier
for real, because everybody was in quarantine anyways.
Things
were shut down.
And the thing is, it was building up. Everybody was closed in. They didn't have nothing to do. Guess what?
Exactly.
The opportunity show itself.
Exactly.
Everybody went crazy.
They're just being smart. So at the end of the day, like the looting has to get everyone's attention, but then you have to have a plan in place. You have to have some type of plan that's gonna help the situation, because if you just looting is not really helping a situation out. Like what solution is it bringing? Like how is that specific action gonna stop police from killing us? Like it's not at the end of the day. So we have to come up with different ways. And man, I'm big on putting the black dollar into black companies. Like like we have to build our economic system at the end of the day. We have to get together and work together and build our economical
and
system.
The other thing I want to ask you, like the thing you created over the summer, explain how you was doing every Thursday and stuff like that. You was going to different type of black-owned businesses and stuff.
Yeah, so over the summer I started a movement, pretty much, Black Businesses Matter. And every Thursday we pick a black business in the community, and we pretty much, I tell everybody, let's meet up out there and let's go flush them with some money, man. Let's support them. Let's put money into their business, you know, promote them, what they got going on, just to give everybody awareness in the community, like who is the black businesses in the community. Like let's help them, like, because they need it more than you feel me, the Walmart to the world, the Target to the world, the Chick-fil-A's of the world.
I know you went to a lot of restaurant, man, and I remember you went to that chicken place. I never knew there was that chicken place over there.
Oh, which one? It was
Brenda's.
Brenda's Wings and Things. Yeah, shout out to Brenda's Wings and Things.
Yeah, that thing was good.
Some good wings.
So, every time I'm passing down there, you know, I never knew there was a restaurant down there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't know that too. I had to do some research. I'm talking about
that's what I did.
In-depth research in the community just to find out certain restaurants and companies, because they're not out there like that. Like,
did you create like a list of all the restaurant that you went through?
Yeah.
In case if someone asks, yo, where can they come down here?
Exactly. Yep.
So ask, where can I go to get something, you know, good? Since you've been there and stuff like that. What's some good spot in Lakeland and stuff like that?
Exactly. Yep. So I created a list, and we made sure we went out there and supported. And even sometimes I buy people food when we went out there and different things like that. So, but like I said, man, we have to support black businesses at the end of the day, because we have to build our economic power, like, because that's really what it's about. That's what the system is built off of. So if you know that the system is built off of this, how do you combat it? You have to build your economic system. Like at the end of the day, like, or we're gonna be dependent on them for the rest of our life, and then they're gonna be able to control us at the rest of our life, because that's what the system is about. Like at the end of
money moved the world, man.
Yeah, and shout out to Pokeway 863. Either one, we teamed up together. And
you know,
because he had the promotion on Pack, he got the following, so we kind of
shout out to Pokeway.
I got with him. You feel me, to get the word out too, also.
Bro, like to be real, like I was saying, money moved the world.
Yeah.
Because most company, once their sponsorship cut them off, that's when they start looking at the situation and be like, oh, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should change that.
Yeah. That's another topic, man, about 2020, boy. There was a lot of that going on.
Oh, yeah. There's
company.
I feel like there's company that jumped into that BLM thing just to profit from that, you know, things alone. A lot of people start coming out with clothing line.
What, man?
Just to profit of that topic alone, and that was crazy, man.
Check the temperature right now, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Go check the temperature right now. Go find out what's really going on right now at this moment, because boy, it's hard to find them now.
That's what I was about to say. There's a lot of people out there using social media to build their account up, their following up, just by going with that movement. What's hot, the trends that's not hot right now,
man. That's sad, man. Because at the end of the day, it's fake. Like at the end of the day, it's fake. It's really to benefit them and not the community.
Couple days ago, I was about to post on my social media. I was like, make sure y'all go check back on those activists that was going hard at it throughout the summer. See what they doing now. See if it was real or fake.
This is when it really mattered.
Yeah, right now.
Because it's easy to do it when things are going bad.
Exactly.
But in order for you to stop things from going bad, you have to do it in times like this, where everything is kind of
Consistent.
normal. Yeah, you got to be consistent with your movement. Because then if you're not consistent, then that's going to open the door for things to happen. Like at the end of the day, like you trying to avoid it, man. Not just cause a riot when things are going bad. When things already happen, like it's too late now. Like
And the
these
thing
people
is,
are already gone.
and
Let's try to avoid it now.
And riot become a trend too.
Yo, yeah.
Rioting and protesting too.
That become a trend.
It become a trend too because everybody was.
The minute you start seeing people going on live and recording everything they doing, that's when you know, all right, this is a trend. People's just gonna do it for likes.
People, man, bro. People was literally posting pictures on Instagram, posting up with Black Lives Matter,
the video.
Stuff like. I understand you trying to bring awareness and stuff, but I feel like some people was just because it was a trend.
Popping.
Everybody go out there.
Likes.
They'll
gonna make the blogs.
They'll go out there for like 2-3 minutes, take the picture, and go back in their car.
Yeah, exactly.
And make it seem like they were protesting.
Yeah, that thing was a trend for real, man. Like everybody was just like hopping on the bandwagon. I'm gonna do it. I mean, like I said, some people might be genuine with it. Like I said, but boy, for the most part, y'all know who y'all were. Y'all know who y'all were, man. Y'all trying to get them clock. Y'all trying to get that clock, man. Y'all trying to get them likes, them followers. You feel me? Them reposts.
It's sad, bro. That's what the world's coming to. Social media.
Yeah, man.
People will put their energy by making their social media look good, but in real life, ain't nothing going on out there for them.
And social media mean more now because there's no real outside activities going on. So everybody's pretty much got their focus on social media. Like, what you doing on social media? That's how they pretty much seeing everything because there's really nothing open outside like that. I mean, in little places like, Florida and Atlanta and Houston, and Texas, everybody turning up there. But everywhere else is kind of like they on pause. Like, but everybody just go to social media to see what's going on. So now
it's like a lot of people
now
searching.
It's hyping. Now it's hyping now.
People looking for validation from other people on social media, which is crazy.
Yeah, I never got that. I never understood it, man.
You heard about the news on Twitter when it got hacked. There was this kid that hacked some major account like Elon Musk, Barack Obama, Biden, president-elected
I heard
Biden.
He almost got you.
I'm gonna tell the story, right? This is how it went. So what happened was, I've never been on Twitter that much, so I'm out there. My friend made me get on Twitter. Now I'm on Twitter and stuff, so I'll be doing scrolling around, but I don't usually be on Twitter that much. So I got on Twitter. It was a late night and stuff, and I saw Elon Musk's account posting something under their post saying that, hey, we're doing a special celebrating Tesla so-and-so now with Bitcoin. You send us this amount of Bitcoin and we'll double back your Bitcoin. I was like, okay, it seemed pretty legit because the account has the verification next to it. Yeah. Like it was Elon Musk. Click on the website. Website looked pretty clean, bro. Website looked legit. Website looked legit, bro. Click on the thing, follow the instruction. They put like a how would I say it? Some type of motion graphic that show people getting their money back and coming in, putting money and writing comments. It keep on going. I was like, oh shoot, people's getting their money.
The testimonies.
So me, I went out and test out. I didn't have a lot of Bitcoin, so I didn't put that much. So I went out, bro. I put some Bitcoin in there. Nothing came back, right? But first, I was trying to look at how to do the transaction because in Bitcoin, you got to get a link to connect it with your Bitcoin wherever you've invested in Bitcoin. You connect that link on there and you send the Bitcoin with the link. Yeah. So I had to learn that. I went on Google and everything. I was like, oh, how do you do that? So it took me a minute to figure that out, bro. I did that. Figured it out, sent some Bitcoin, never got some Bitcoin back. I was like, oh, maybe I did it wrong. Let me send some more because they asked for like over 2, 3, something like that.
Send some more.
I sent a little bit more, bro. I was about to be in debt, bro. That's when I was really into investing.
Desperation.
Not desperation, bro. It's just taking advantage and invest. Because that's when I was like so deep into that stock thing,
Yeah.
stock market, everything I looked, I was like, yo, I found this, I got this. I was doing a lot of research.
Yeah, you was in it, man.
So, bro, I was on cruise control. I wasn't thinking. After that night, bro, to what I was going to do, like how much money I was gonna spend, and I was gonna be in debt to, I ended up downloading an app just to buy Bitcoin, you know, with my credit card. Download the app, but thankfully my credit card stopped me based on the amount of money I was gonna spend.
Yeah.
They stopped it. I had to call them, and I was calling them. It was too late at night. The customer service wasn't open, so that ended up stopping me from doing that and putting money on there. Cause
they spared you.
What, bro? After that situation, I had to sit back and think. I was like, man, I got to be more aware because that was too good.
Yeah.
That was too good, bro.
But that's 2020, man.
That was
they
too
opened
good.
Up the scams, man.
What,
everybody's scamming.
I ain't never been scammed that much, that bad, bro. Like, you know, when you like, you know, when something bad happened to you and you're not aware of it, you got to stop and think, be like, man, I got to change my life.
Reflect, man. You got to reflect.
that made me change my life. Like, I had to think, bro. I was like, bro, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Man, jaded, man.
I had to stop and think, be like, man, this can't happen to me no more. So,
oh Lord.
So you know, I kind of got, you know, pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was the earlier period, and then it happened to Barack Obama. That's when the FBI got involved. They figured out who it was. It was someone from one of the person that was in the hack team was from Tampa over there.
Yeah, Florida.
Stuff like that.
The home of the scams.
Yeah.
Boy, we know how to scam, boy.
So the dude was freaking smart to be able to take over their account.
Yeah, man, shit.
Twitter, and write anything that he wants to and make people go through that, bro. They make so much money.
Man,
I can tell.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. They got you, because you tough.
Yo, website look legit. Website looked legit, bro. Like it was made by Tesla. Website looked legit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Website looked legit, bro.
Oh man.
And that was crazy. But throughout all the things that happened, you know, throughout all the things that the world went through this year, what has, 2020 taught you?
It taught me save my money. Invest my money. Enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy spending time with your family. Even if you ain't doing nothing, just go see them. Spend the time with it. Spend the time with them. Tell them you love them. Like, read more often. Just invest in your knowledge. So then, when things are, you feel me, bad, you know how to adjust and maneuver.
Save.
You know, like at the end of the day, you got to invest in yourself, your business. Like, that's another thing, man. Open up a business. Own something. You have to own something, because at the end of the day, when the government shut down, your job gonna let you go. And at the end of the day, what you gonna do? Like, you don't own nothing. Like, at some point, you have to own something, whether it's a business, whether it's property, whether it's land, something that's gonna make you money, an asset. You feel me? We can't just keep spending our money on liabilities like cars and things that's gonna have you having bills every day and they ain't paying you nothing. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much what 2020 taught me, man. Like, and stay healthy. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Most of these things I'm saying, I've been on it, but like, it's always room for improvement at the end of the day. Like,
Exactly.
There's always more you can do. Like, I could work out a little bit more. Like, even though I'm in the gym 4 times a week, let me go 5 times a week. Like, find an opportunity to get better. Find an opportunity to invest more into yourself so that you can have more outlets. You feel me? More income sources. Like one income source is not enough. It's just not. Like, you gotta have at least 3. Like you have to, because that's the only thing that's gonna keep you going. Like when times get rough. Like,
exactly.
Man, I was getting paid in my bed. Like, like I'm not doing what you get paid in your sleep. Like, you feel me? So when the world shut down, it really don't affect you to the point where you feel me. You got to go do something that you wouldn't really do, like, or something you don't love at the end of the day. You feel me? You want to be able to do what you love at the end of the day. So that's all about leverage. Have that leverage, man.
One other thing I would say is what 2020 has taught me is it is very important to always leave a good impression everywhere you go. Do good in any job that you have,
Yeah.
always make sure to leave a good impression on whoever you was working with. Because at the end of the day, what happened in 2020 when we start losing job, maybe the other job that we had back then, we could go back and, and rely on that and fall back on that. Now, imagine if you didn't do good at that job. You would think they'll take you back?
You're the first one leaving.
Yeah. So I would say always trying to leave a good impression on everywhere you go. You never know what can happen. Who can help you. Always trying to treat people right because, when times get tough, you never know how somebody else that you did good in the past might be able to come out of nowhere and say, yo, I can help you out. I remember when you did this for me and stuff like that.
Yep, that's a fact.
And that's very important.
That's a fact. And even with when we did the black businesses, like some people was just coming out to support just because it was me doing it. Like they wouldn't even like really do it. If they're like, all right, you doing it, I'm supporting it just because I know where your heart at. You feel me? I know what you're doing it for. So I mean, we're gonna support it either way. Like
exactly.
You just gotta be good, man. Keep your face clean out here, man. At the end of the day, man. Respect people, man.
I always say that, bro. Whatever energy that you put out in the world is the energy that you're gonna get back.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If you're gonna put out negative energy, you're gonna attract negative people around you. If you be positive people gonna be around you. So
exactly,
do good. Bad take too much energy to be bad, bro. Honestly.
Too
only
stress,
only reason you should be doing something that that you don't want to be doing, like something negative, is only if someone trying to do something else to you and you trying to protect yourself.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day,
man. Or someone trying to take advantage of you. They forces you to get into
this
certain
mode.
Type of
defense mode.
Yeah,
man.
so
at the end of the day, it's offense and there's defense.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
I'll be offense all day, but then you got to put up defense at the end at some point.
Exactly.
You got to avoid certain
always got to look out,
and
man.
stuff like that, man. Like some of y'all still owe me money. How y'all going into New Year in debt? Like, man, pay me my money. that's
and another thing, Mark. Like, how many people owed you though? A lot.
I got like 6 people.
6 people.
Yeah, 6 people, man.
So you never thought after the third one, man, maybe I should not be doing this anymore.
Nah, because it's not about me, man. At the end of the day, it's not. It's more about me doing the work of God, man. God put me in situations to bless others, man. He blessed me. I really already got the money back by God.
All you gotta say is like, man, you can keep it, man.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, I want it from them too. I want double pay. I want interest. I want all that, man. Because at the end of the day, when you do things nice, man, you're not doing it in return. You're not. Exactly. At the end of the day, that's just not what it is. But I mean, if you're gonna tell me you're gonna pay me back, then okay, I'm gonna.
You gotta keep your word.
You gotta keep your word, because I mean, if I say it, I'm gonna do it. You feel me? At the end of the day, so when I did it, it ain't looking like I'm trying to. I need this back type stuff. I mean, because if I could give, that means I can afford to give it. Because if I ain't got it, I ain't gonna give it. At the end of the day,
that's one thing I hate to do: asking people for money, man. Like, if you know you owe somebody, just go ahead and
yeah.
Keep your word, man. Just go back and just return that cash back.
I get it though, man. I mean, because back when I was down bad, whatever. I mean, I asked people for money. But me, I'm on point, man. Like, you feel me? Because I got that much respect for you. You feel me? If I'm gonna ask you, if I'm gonna be bold enough to ask you for money, man, I better be bold enough to pay you on time. Same urgency.
Before you go ask someone else to borrow money, you got to be thinking how you're gonna get it back way before that.
Exactly.
If you're gonna ask someone for money, you got to be like, say, how would I get it back? Way before you ask for borrow that money.
Exactly.
But some people out here thinking that they can just ask for the money and think that it'll magically come back. But
that's because
with no plan.
They don't have no morals. They don't have no principle, man.
No plan.
That's what it is. certain people just be winging life. And for those who owe me money, man, I'm not giving you no more money in the future. So you like burned a good bridge. Like people don't understand. Like they mess up bridges. Like they burn bridges over like the smallest things. Like you don't understand. You could have been building a relationship, just like when you're working with a business or a company and they pay you money. Like, and you pay them on time, what you gonna get? You're gonna get a higher credit score, right?
I'll say do the same thing. Make them go through the same process they will go if they were to borrow money from the bank. Send it to the tax collector.
That's too much. I don't have that time. I don't have that time. You feel me?
All right, Mark. Next week, I guarantee you the seventh person that's gonna ask you.
Everything works together though. Like
the seventh person
that's got to understand everything is a combination of what life is about.
I'll say the seventh person that asks you to borrow money, you're gonna ask for their social security number to write down everything. I'm not.
If it's in my heart, because like I said, I say no to a lot of people too.
Okay.
If my heart, it's like if you catch me at a good time, like you feel me, and God say, all right, bro, just give it to him. Like I'm gonna give it to you. You have to catch me at the right time, right moment.
So why
spirit. You feel
why
me? It's a
God
thing,
why God haven't talked to them back to tell them to give you back the money?
Oh, they going through it. I know they are. I know they're going through it, man. Hey, karma is real.
You think God already told them that?
Man, in different ways, man. I see it. I can see it from a distance. They don't know it.
That's crazy.
I can see it. Like bad things start happening to them and stuff like that. I mean, come on, just pay the money.
Oh yeah,
you feel me? Reap what you sow, man. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Everything has got a lesson to it, man. People just gotta really like soak it in and do right about people, just like we were talking about earlier. Like there's a right and a wrong.
Yeah.
Even though everything is relative, it's still you still if you can't sleep good at night, then you know, all right, I'm doing something wrong. Man.
Exactly.
Like if it's something you gotta constantly think about, you know you're not doing right, man. Like or like what you said, if you're doing something that you wouldn't want done to you,
yeah,
then you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. Simple math, but people complicated. That's
can never understand people.
Yeah.
But any crazy quarantine, relationship story that you heard?
I mean, I see everybody buying cars for people in Birkins and.
Oh yeah,
I see that's a trend.
The Birkin bags,
the Lambos, the cars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
fraud.
More power to them. Yeah, the fraud game is out there, man. The sweat is hot out here, man. People got more money than ever right now, man.
Bro, you would think that scam call, like 2020 scam call is like something regular that you get on your phone twice a day.
Oh yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Scam likely, boy.
Bro, every 2 days I'll be getting, hello, this is your car insurance.
Oh yeah, your warranty.
Yeah, your warranty.
Your car warranty, boy. They consistent. They consistent. The car warranty people is consistent.
I was
yo, they call me every week, same time, same day.
How many times can you call the same number? I know who. Like,
man,
I'm not gonna answer. As soon as I hear that car warranty thing, I hung up.
Yeah, every time.
I hung up, man.
Every time. Like
some will call you.
I got one already.
Yeah.
Like, why are you calling me about a car warranty that I got?
Some will call you and stuff, and you don't hear nothing. I was like, what the hell, hello? I really think they're just recording me.
Yeah,
they're trying to see how old are you? Yeah. What type of person he is? Oh, he's too young. He probably know what's going on. Let's leave him alone.
Yeah.
But if they get an older person, they'll be like, they'll talk back to them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, the scam is out here though. Everybody doing it down there.
I even get scammed from, and stuff. Overseas people.
Oh, I lied.
Yeah, man. They be sending you email.
Oh yeah,
this and that. Oh yeah,
you won the lottery.
And
shit like that.
Grant.
Yeah, you want this grant? Yeah, put your information
all that stuff
in. Like man,
it's crazy.
Out here, man.
It's annoying at a point.
PPP loans, man. The SAV loans, man. The SBA loans.
That's crazy.
The CIT loan. I got all names. These names you ain't even never heard of, man. It just came out of with them. Like, all right, we're gonna do this to help people so we can make money. Like they probably made certain companies this year alone just because of the pandemic, and they
Mm-hmm.
killed it. They made their money back plus two.
Exactly.
Like man, all these organizations, like, come on, man, everything's a scam, man. At the end of the day. Hey, but you have to pay that money back, man. If you got a loan, man, if it's a loan on it, man, you got to pay the money back,
Exactly.
man. A lot of y'all might go to jail next year. Hey, y'all better hope y'all got paperwork to cover y'all back, boy, because boy, the way y'all spending this year, man, is crazy, man. I ain't
I heard
seen y'all spend
one
like
guy got
that.
arrested. I think down south because they found out he bought a whole
Oh
Lambo
yeah,
with his
oh
loan
yeah,
money and stuff.
man. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man. Like, save the money, man. If you're gonna do it, man, I ain't saying to do it, but if you're gonna do it, man, save it, hold it
fast
down,
life,
man. Cause,
fast life.
cause the car place, they got to report that, man. Like, y'all don't know how Jacob the jeweler used to be this big time jeweler, man. Like,
From where?
I forgot where he was from, but he was like for the rappers. They had the Jacob watches that used to be famous.
Okay, okay,
Like,
okay.
he went to jail because he wasn't like reporting what people were spending with him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so these people will report what you spent, and they will tell on you like, at the end of the day, or they gonna go to jail. So you got to be smart about your money, man. Don't just go out there and spend it and buy a Lambo like cash. Like, that's a dumb investment within itself. But like, you just got to be smarter with your money, man. Save it, man. Hide it, man. Everybody got guns and money online. Golly, if I see another picture with a gun or another picture with some money, man, I'm gonna lose my mind. God, we know you rich. We know you a gangster. Golly.
But any crazy quarantine relationship story that you heard about?
Nah, not really, man. I try to stay out of everybody's business, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But I know, I mean, a lot of people are going through it in their relationships, you know. I know quarantine was tough for
Exactly.
people in their relationship. You get to see your partner for who they are.
Yeah, that's one of the other question I was gonna ask you is that do you think quarantine made or break relationship?
I mean, for those who made it through, they made it. For those who didn't, it broke it. Hey, cause y'all ain't got that time to go to work. Some people work from home now. You got to see them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to wake up, you see them, you got to spend time with them. You got to, man, y'all got to spend some good quality time. I mean, but for those who really, it's serious and it was good. You feel me? They made it through, man. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Because they already knew what time it was. They in love with their
And
partner actually, and not just the things their partner do for them and stuff like that.
yeah, in 2021, we're gonna see a lot of babies and stuff.
For a fact, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of babies gonna be born in
A lot of
2021.
babies, man. A lot of babies, and probably a lot of divorce too, because you know some
Hopefully
people
not.
couldn't afford it
Hopefully
during the
not.
quarantine. But next year, best believe, man, they
Hopefully not,
plotting on it,
man.
man. But hopefully not, though. I'm rooting for everything.
Mhm.
I'm rooting for all relationships, man.
You
Because
know,
it's crazy out here.
I wish everybody the best for this year. You know, keep your head up and work hard. And you know, to close out this episode, I want to give out some pointers and what goals somebody should have going into the new year. You know, I'm gonna give one. Mark, you can give another one. I'll give another one. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it going. Hopefully, to have a better year than the year before. You know, one of the main thing I would say is, you know, work hard towards whatever goals you have and stay consistent. You know, everything in life is not easy. Just cause, you know, I've seen some people start certain things 2-3 weeks later, things get hard, they get frustrated, they start putting on social media, this is so and so, this and that. Yo, you just started, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the beginning, things gonna be hard, but staying consistent through whatever you got going on in your life, you know, later on, hopefully, the way you maneuver yourself and look at things, and you'll see the brighter days.
I'll say, man, value your relationships
Mm-hmm.
and the people around you, man, because I see, man, it'd be a trend of people thinking like, oh, I don't need nobody, I don't need these people, or I don't care about this, or I don't care about that. Like, it's cool to say you don't care about certain things and certain people. It's cool to say you don't need people, but at the end of the day, you need them, man. At the end of the day, people need people at the end of the day. So you got to respect your circle. You got to make sure you build your circle, empower your circle. Like, stop wasting time. Like, invest in a business or something like that. Like, you can't just have a circle full of people. Y'all just gossip all day and talk about other people, man. Like,
I'm gonna touch on that.
Like,
I'm gonna touch on that, bro.
Like 2020, man. I seen a lot of that going on. Like, man.
One of the other goes out to say is don't pay attention to other people's business, bro. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't involve you wasting your time.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Because your business is gonna be your business. And when you put all that energy in your business, guess what? Guess who gets to grow? You.
Exactly. People just shift their energy. Shift their energy. You feel me? You don't. Instead of putting your energy in this, put your energy in that. Put your energy in yourself, man. Because y'all put a lot of energy in other people's stuff.
Know how to maneuver your energy. That's one of the important points.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, everybody talking about Lil Baby in his situation. They talking about the Moneybag Yo in his situation. Like, if you can only just invest that in yourself, like,
bro, major
sky's
difference.
The limit, man.
Major differences.
Sky's the limit, man.
You know, and another thing that I would say is pay attention to the small details, man, because the smallest details can make the biggest difference.
That's a good one, bro.
So, trying to pay attention to small details in your life, things that you look over.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that one thing that keeping you from getting the things that you want might be the smallest thing that you look over at. So trying to, look over the small things, and maybe those changing the small thing for the better might make, the biggest difference.
Exactly. The small things make the big things, man. At the end of the day, you got to build on the small to make it big, man. I'm big on accountability, man. 2021, we got to be accountable for our actions, accountable for what we do. You feel me? Because a lot of people, they don't like to take accountability. They don't like to look themselves in the mirror.
Yes.
They want to blame the world. They want to blame this person. They want to blame that person.
Yeah.
But, man, come on, man. Take account of what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You in the situation because of you.
Yeah, because you can only control.
You put yourself.
You can only. Yeah.
You feel me? I see that stimulus is a big thing, a big topic right now, man.
Exactly.
Some of y'all, we should be in a situation where we don't even need a stimulus check. You feel me? We just took advantage of what we had to do, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to really take it serious, man. Life in the game, man.
Exactly. One other thing is, you got to be yourself, man.
Yeah.
Because that's the best version you can be. Stop trying to impress, everyone, and focus on the thing that means, that makes you happy, and be real to yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you focus on trying to make, other people happy and stuff, at the end of the day, when those person is not in your life, guess what? You're going to be empty. So trying to stay focused on the things that will make you happy and be yourself.
Yeah. Financial literacy, we really got to be big on taking care of our money, man. Focusing on our money. We really got to stay focused on that, man. I feel like that's a big thing, especially in our community, the Black community. Like, we really have to see how much money we putting out, and isn't it making us money coming back in. Learn how to save. You don't have to buy a designer, man, to look rich in front of people.
Like I say, be
broke,
yourself.
Like,
stop trying to impress everybody else.
It, man, for real. Like, we really got to be big on that, man, because a lot of people, man, y'all, the minute y'all get the money, y'all done already spent the money. Like, a lot of people got their stimulus checks since they already spent it already. You feel me? You ain't even get it yet. It ain't even, man, you already got plans with it and all type of stuff, man. Come on, man. Save your money, man. Invest in your money, man. Make money, all right? Make your money work.
Yeah. And to close out this episode, my last point will be, what's meant for you will be for you.
For sure.
And that's real. What's meant for you will be for you. Just because you're missing out, you might see certain things out. You saying, oh, yeah, I'm missing out on that thing.
It look good.
It looks good. I should be over there. I should be doing that. But trust me, the best decision that could have happened for you was the position that you was at when you was looking at things from the outside.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a good one. I think that's grass always look greener, man.
Yes, sir.
Everything look good from the outside.
Yeah, but to close out this episode, I'd like to tell everybody a happy New Year's, and hopefully you have a good year this year, and hopefully you'll learn something new from this episode. And we out.
Peace out, man. Happy New Year.